So I'm not the best at spelling. I don't know if I'm dyslexic or I'm too reliant on autocomplete, but every time I try to spell a word, I just get jumbled up. So I actually ended up making an app to help me get better at spelling, and here's how I did it. Okay, step one, we need to decide how we're gonna build the app, right? So I'm gonna go with React Native. I've used it multiple times before, it's really easy for me, and I can use TypeScript. Step two, we need to decide the database we're gonna use. So for that, I'm gonna use Supabase. Why am I using Supabase? It's free, easy to use, and it's Postgres. Also, it integrates really well with React Native. Okay, that's all the steps we need. Let's get started. So I've been thinking about this. For the design, I kind of want it to look like a mixture of like a spelling game and Wordle, right? Like I really like the design of Wordle. I really like the colors, the guessing, and how the green pops up when you're right, red when it's wrong, and then amber when it's kind of in between. So I kind of want to mash it both together, right? So like a Wordle and a spelling game. Ideally, we'll have like the Wordle keyboard. We'll have like some blobs or tiles for the user to guess what the word is, and then maybe like a description so I know what the word is. Because I'm not trying to find out what the word is, I'm trying to find out how to spell the word, right? So if I have a very easy description, I know what the word is in my head, and then I can just try to spell it. Okay, let's start. So this is a final app and how it looks like, right? Running on an emulator right here. We've got the name of the game, which is called Spello. I don't know, it kind of sounds nice, so I've gone for Spello. You've got the log out button here, so you can just log out of the account. We've got the description of the word, the tiles, and the keyboard. Now, like I said before, the idea is you read the description, you get an idea what the word is, you guess the word, and if you get it right, great. If you don't, try again. So for this example, it says a person who creates art with paint. I'm gonna take a wild guess and go with artist, but we'll guess right now. So I'm gonna go artist. See, that's not probably right. So I'm gonna get this wrong on purpose. I can show you what it looks like if you get it wrong. So if I go wrong here and I click enter, I get this, right? And you can see we get 3 attempts. So how it works is you get 3 attempts. If you get all 3 wrong, you get shown what the word actually is, and then you get shown a different word. The idea here is for you to see what the word is, so you get a good idea what it is. So it comes back again, you'll know how to spell it, right? But you can't get it ticked off as a correct word because you didn't really get it right, did you? Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay, so I'm seeing artista, which is what I guess, but that's not right. There's an A, R, T, and I. So I don't know what I'm missing here. Painter. Oh my God, painter. Painter. Let's go. So you can see here, you get it right, and then it loads up another word. It got a different one here. So this one says a piece of paper showing you have paid for something, right? So I'm gonna guess this is like a receipt. Oh, let's go! So this is the idea basically. You get a description, I know what the word is already is in my head, and then I try to guess it here. And the added bonus is you can kind of treat it like a general knowledge game as well, because half of these words, I didn't even know the description was the description it is. So now I know. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get down to the detail of how we make this. So like I mentioned before, we use React Native, right? And for React Native, I've actually used Expo, which is a very popular framework to use with React Native. It's actually the most popular one, I think. Anyway, to get started, you just do a simple create Expo app latest in your terminal, and then it will create you a whole new project, right? So once Expo is finished creating your whole project, you can open in any coding IDE. I've gone with Cursor because it's easier to use. I like using AI, sue me. So it will look like this. You'll get the Doc Expo app, you get the app, you'll get utils, scripts, lib, hooks, the whole lot. Now we're gonna dive through everything and I'm gonna explain how everything works. So since we're using Expo, we're gonna be using the Expo router, which means all our screens will be saved under app. So you can see here, I've got the login page here and I've got the index. The index is what has the whole game basically stored in it. I've split it up into components, but the whole idea is it's all in the index file. So the index file is where I store the whole game essentially. So I've got it all broken up into different components, but everything is pretty much in the index file here because it's not really that big of a game. So we've got the game header, which is essentially the logo. We've got the logout button as well. That's pretty much it. As you can see here, everything's stored here. And then we've also got the game info, which essentially is the description of the game and also the attempts that load up here. That looks like something like this, where you can see we've got the attempts indicator and we've got the text description. After that, we've got the letter grid, right? So the letter grid is basically where we have the little tiles, right? So as you try to do a guess, it will tell you if you got it right or if you got it wrong. You can probably see here as well, we've got the animated reveal grid. Now this is actually activated when you've reached 3 attempts. So essentially, this is what it looks like. So let's say I've got this here and I'm gonna guess it wrong on purpose. So I'm gonna go E, wrong. I'm gonna go D, wrong again. And then I'm gonna go Q. So what happens is when you click enter, you can see here, it goes away. We get a little countdown showing us what the actual word was. So it was exhibit. So now I know it was exhibit and then I get moved on to the next word. So you can see it happens here in the show reveal animation. So once that is true, it means we're gonna show the animated grid. Underneath that, we've got the keyboard here, which is very, very basic. It's what renders out the keyboard here. Even if you go into it, it's literally the first 3 rows you can see here. a Q, A, B, C, D, enter, backspace, and we just map it out here, right? Pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm gonna explain in detail how actually everything is connected and how it really works. So when the game loads, we do a hook to actually grab the random word, right? And how we do that is we use Supabase to grab that random word. So with that being said, we're gonna take a look at how Supabase is set up for this actual app. It's quite straightforward. We've only got 3 tables here: the attempts, the users, and the words. The spell attempts is how many times you've gotten the words right and which words you've gotten right. The users are the people that are logged in and registered to the app, so aka me, and then the words are all the words and descriptions. Yes, I am storing them all in the actual table. It's a lot easier for me and I just randomly select it from here. So here's how it actually works. We query the spell attempts table, right? We grab all the attempts that have been made by the logged in user. So the query will grab all the words that, let's say, me have solved and gotten all right. Once we've got that, we grab all the word IDs from those specific values that we actually just got. And what we're left with are all the IDs of the words that I've actually solved. After that, we grab all the words from the actual words table here. So at this point, we've got all the words that I've solved, and then we've got all the words. So this could include the words I've already solved. What we do after that is we take the words we've already solved and we extract them from all the words that we have right now. So we're only left with the words I haven't solved. And at that point, you're literally just selecting a random word from those words left. And that's how we get the random word. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to the actual game. It's not crazy complex, like I said. Even the database, like I talked about, pretty straightforward, only 3 tables, not too complex. And the design is quite simple and clean, if I say so myself. It's very straightforward. You've got the simple description, so you know exactly what the word's gonna be. You've got the tiles, so you know how many words it's gonna take. You've even got the keyboard here, which you're familiar with if you use Wordle. If not, you know what a keyboard is. A quick side note as well, I kind of went for the keyboard attempt because I didn't want people to use their own keyboard, because then they can just use autocomplete, and that kind of defeats the purpose of it. Because I know myself, I always rely on autocomplete, which is why my spelling's gotten so bad to begin with. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key proud of this app and I really, really like it. I haven't added it to the App Store just yet. I'm kind of just using it for personal use for now. But if this video gets, let's say, I'm gonna go for a stupid number, like 1,000 likes, then I would get it in the App Store and then everyone can use it if you want to. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try to see how many questions I can get right in a row. So I'm gonna hope for like 5 to 10. Fingers crossed, okay? Okay, a brass musical instrument you blow into. I'm gonna go trumpet. Woo! 1, let's go. A good quality like kindness or honesty. Humbleness? Humble. Yeah, humble. Yeah? Jesus. Okay. There's a U and an E in it. I actually have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try humble again and again. Let's see what it actually was. Virtue. Oh, okay. Something new that is made to solve a problem. Solution. No. Is this solution? I need another letter. Okay, it's not solution. I'm skipping this. Invention. Oh my god, that's so. I actually feel dumb. I should have known that. Okay, okay, I'm not gonna stop until I get at least one more. Okay. Something easily broken or damaged. Fragile. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to embarrass myself even more, but you get the gist. This is actually super fun. I can't lie. Even my wife is playing it a lot as well, which is super fun. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If anyone wants to know in more detail how I made this, just let me know and I can make a longer video. But yeah, peace.